I'm sure you've heard it by now, but electric vehicles are the future of automotive travel, and today Hyundai is putting their best foot forward by introducing the 2023 Ioniq 6. And in this video, we're about to go over them, package by package by package. Let's go. Since the creation of the automobile in 1886, there hasn't been such a monumental shift in transportation as the one we find ourselves in now. Electric vehicles come in all shapes, ranges, and sizes, but few are as distinctly designed as the one you see before you. This is the 2023 Ioniq 6 SE, and although the SE is the least expensive version of the Ioniq 6, you'd be forgiven if you thought it was higher up in the trim level with all of its standard features. Although the 6 does have a very efficient teardrop design, pixelated LED lights, and a very roomy interior cabin, the real reasons you should place the Ioniq on your next electric car shopping list are as follows. If you decide to go with the SE long range, you will get 361 miles and 225 horsepower with 258 pound-feet of torque. If you need the all-wheel drive version, you do get a dual motor all-wheel drive system, which gives you 320 horsepower with 446 pound-feet of torque. Now, should you decide to go with the SEL or limited models with the rear-wheel drive, you're getting an estimated 305 miles of range with that 225 horsepower motor, but if you still need that dual motor all-wheel drive system, you still do have that 320 horsepower and 446 pound-feet of torque pushing you down the road and still getting 270 miles of range. Getting back to the design, the drag coefficient is incredibly low, 0.21 to be precise, and just to help you appreciate how insane that is, the multi-million-dollar McLaren Speedtail with a top speed of over 250 miles an hour is still less aerodynamically efficient than the Ioniq 6. Now, what about ease of use? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the space is incredible. Opening up the trunk, which is powered by the way, you see a very generous room, which according to Motor Trend is right around 11 cubic feet. So, to quote many great salespeople that came before me, you could definitely fit a body or two in the trunk. Not saying you should, but you probably could if you wanted to. Oh, and by the way, I am a real sales consultant here in Orlando, so if you live local and want to get a deal, click the link below that says schedule with Miguel, because I will give you an additional $500 if you click that link and schedule with me. But back to the Ioniq 6. Hopping onto the inside of the car, you are greeted with style, sleekness, and very ample room measuring 114 cubic feet. The rear seats have nice amount of legroom and the front seats are just as comfortable. If you happen to be sitting in the driver's seat though, you will get the full appreciation of the dual 12.3-inch screens that make up the instrument cluster and the touchscreen navigation system as well. Another question, how easy is it to live with? Well, my answer is going to be very, because most manufacturers have a connected service that do many things with your car. For example, you could lock and unlock the doors, you could remotely start your vehicle, and you can even find it if it's either been lost in a parking lot or actually stolen. Now, the bad thing about those services is that they eventually expire with their trial periods, but not with Bluelink Plus. It takes all the great connectivity of Bluelink and takes away the trial period, meaning that you have full connectivity with your car with no subscriptions or yearly fees, and you finally get total technological integration with your car without ever feeling it in your pocket. Now, that feature is going to be rolled out on the 2024 Hyundai models, but buyers of the Ioniq 6 will be the first ones to get a taste in 2023. Moving on to driving, the acceleration is quiet, immediate, and effortless like many other EVs, but with Hyundai's Highway Drive Assist keeping you safe on the road and the standard front and back parking sensors to help you keep safe while maneuvering at low speeds like if you're parking, the driving experience is nearly telepathic. Now, if you like what you've seen so far, you're going to love what comes next. Let's upgrade to the Ioniq 6 SEL. Let's go. As you can see, the SEL builds on what the SE already established, including overall design and the charging architecture that allows you to go from 10% battery to 80% battery in 18 minutes, assuming you can find an appropriate charger. But one major difference you've already noticed are those rims, because instead of keeping the 18-inch rims that you find on the standard SE, this SEL, colored in transmission blue, swaps them out and replaces them with 20-inch versions instead. While the outside receives minor alterations, the inside is where the SEL shines. Opening up the door, one major difference is the upholstery. Instead of having the same cloth as the SE, the SEL actually has Hyundai's H-Tex interior on the seats, and the doors also receive special attention with soft touch treatment as well. Now, if you couldn't tell already, ambient lighting is also present. It is a bit challenging to see in the light of day, but when the night arrives, it is a totally different story. Something about the ambient lighting is that not only are the colors able to be changed, but for the first time ever on a Hyundai, you can have multiple colors on at the same time, allowing you to really make your car your car. Beyond that, charging has been improved because all SEL versions of the Ioniq 6 will also have wireless charging for any compatible device, while also allowing Android and Apple users to use Hyundai Digital Key 2 Touch. So, if you happen to have a Samsung phone, an iPhone, or an Apple Watch, you can enter, start, and drive your Ioniq 6 without the need to have a traditional smart key present at all. The SEL is an amazing package on the Ioniq 6, and if you're still watching this video, I very much appreciate it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. But as a reward for you sticking through this long, we're gonna go straight to the top. So up next, Ioniq 6 Limited. Let's go. For the uninitiated, the Limited looks exactly like the SEL with one glaring exception. At certain angles, you can see that the Ioniq 6 has a black roof, which means it has a sunroof, confirming that this vehicle is indeed a Limited. Diving inside, the interior is just as plush as the SEL, but the technology has been upgraded. One example of better technology is the 360 camera system that allows a virtual bird's eye view at lower speeds, like when you're parking. Speaking of parking, the Limited has Parking Collision Avoidance Assist, which allows the car to stop itself from hitting an obstacle like another car or pole that you might not have seen. Limited also brings an 8-speaker Bose sound system to really help those tunes keep flowing, and to help the air conditioning keep flowing, you also do have front ventilation on the seats, so that way those seats can stay as cool as possible. Another amazing feature one only finds on the Limited is the vehicle to load system, which essentially turns your Ioniq 6 into a giant mobile battery pack for household appliances like TVs and laptops. Now, I did save the best for last, but if you follow me on my TikTok, you already know that the Ioniq 6 Limited has the same smart park functionality as the Genesis vehicles, which allows the 6 to literally park itself without the need for a driver to even sit in the car. How cool is that? So guys, those were some of the coolest things about the 2023 Hyundai Ioniq 6. And no, I didn't talk about every single little thing because it would take way too long and I'm too far for that. But if you like these videos, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, and make sure you leave a few comments of what else you'd like to see. But until next time, I'm a Gary Car Guy, and I'll see you soon. And so guys, this so I'm not sure if any of y'all noticed, but you didn't see me too much in the video, and that's because I just did the inside and outside shots and then did a whole bunch of voiceover with the narration. But something cool is that got my shirt now, baby. So if you want Miguel My Car Guy merch, go ahead, check out miguelmycarguy.com in the description below, and check me out on my store. So yeah, you can help out, keep on supporting the channel. So appreciate you guys. See you soon.